Sorry, class. I just had to knock some sense into you. You're not lost. You just haven't found the best way to utilize your many talents and serve the world and serve others. But that is your first mistake. Write this down. Get your pen. Your first mistake is focusing on everybody else but not learning how to, write this down. Number one, serve yourself. I want you to literally go outside after this video and go find tiramisu near you. While you're enjoying this lightly caffeinated snack, I want you to enter, write this down, number two, crackhead mode. You see, caffeine gives you crackhead powers. Crackheads are literally afraid of nothing. They have, one, no fear, and two, no money. You guys have that in common. If your fear is, oh, I don't want to do YouTube yet, I don't have the funds to pull it off, I don't want to start my singing career yet because it's too expensive. Crackheads would do it. Why can't you? I want you to start referring to yourself as insert blank, whatever the career or dream situation is for you. If it is, oh, I want to be a content creator, OMG, I got to start creating content. Why are you saying I want to be a content creator? If you have created a video of some sort, or art, or music, whatever that is, you are already a content creator. You see what I mean? You see how when you say, ooh, I'm gonna start in 6 weeks, next week, I'm gonna start doing this, or I'm gonna start making necklaces, just start. No one's gonna know the difference. If you came up to me right now on the street and you said, I'm a content creator, I'm gonna assume that that's your passion and that's what you do around the clock. I don't know if you have a side gig as, I don't know, a travel nurse while you're doing this, no one cares. That's what's on the thumbnail of my last video. No one cares. So stop giving us all this extra information. Oh, I'm this now, but I really want to do this. No, be delusional, like a crackhead. Tyrone Bigham's energy. But this class is the most important part. You need to commit to this plan I just gave you for 6 months. 6 months. Oh, but Kelly, I can't do it right now. I got all these bills to pay. That's your problem, not mine. Okay? Delusion, remember? Delulu. As a pop star, these bills are minuscule right now, okay? Oh, but Kelly, I have a car payment. Get rid of the car. Sell the car. Because in those 6 months, you will accomplish so much. Think about it. Do you feel like time is flying by? Ever since 2020, we all have been robbed 2 years of our youth. 2 years. That is disgusting. Disgusting. And honestly, I have a lot of pent-up anger about that. Because I also, during that time, was wasting time thinking about time being wasted, thinking about, what's the next step for me? What should I do next after YouTube? Like, do you realize how much I could have finally started that podcast I've been talking about? I could have been started that second channel that I have. I could have, I don't know, done so many things, but instead I kept wasting time, thinking about wasting time. And I think about it, what did I do in the past 6 hours today, for example? I got up at 7, I stopped being a victim, I went out, I wrote out some ideas. This was one of those ideas, having this video, and I wrote out ideas for this project that I want to do. And I don't know why I didn't do that project before, it's just that it's scary because it requires you to be uncomfortable. So class, write this down. You need to be comfortable with being uncomfortable for a little bit. Now, many of you don't want to do that. I get it, trust me, I know. I have lived in the literal trenches with several roommates, straight male roommates, okay? We need to go back to go back to my old content when I first moved to New York City. I was in the trenches, okay? I had this roommate who was vegan and he was like, can you not cook that when you're around? Can you not use that? Like, I put up with them because I knew I was in survival mode, I had to. Oh, by the way, pause. Do you like this? I got it in Japan for like $14. How cute is this? It's a little butterfly. It reminds me of myself. I'm just like fluttering away city to city. Don't give, a hoot about what's going on. Oh, look at my earrings. Okay, shameless promo for a second. Don't look at my ears. Some of you guys might be freaking into that stuff. So these have a B, this has a B on it. And my friend Sumner in real life, who I met through the internet, makes these. Well, it's her mom. Her and her mama together are creative people and they sell these beautiful jewelry pieces and cosmetic bags. If you want to support my friend in real life and her goals right now, again, she has a full-time job. And she's pursuing this, her whole family, they've got it together, the time management thing. With me being at war with the algorithm literally every single week since 2018, right? It is a fight to be relevant, if you think about it. I'm always gonna be relevant. Even when I'm not trending, I'm still relevant. I know you think of me, you know, as your professor, okay? But you have to fight to be on the front page, right? Every week it has to be different. You have to be innovative. You have to top it. You have to do this. And then your audience changes. Mine, a lot of you watching me came because you wanted YouTube advice. A lot of them came for humor, some, whatever it is. It's a constant battle. And then guess what? Oh my goodness, it's August now? Time just flew by because with YouTube, I literally have to take things week by week, right? I don't have videos set up for winter. I have an idea of what I'm gonna do, but I don't because I don't know where I'm gonna be. I might be in Japan. I think that would be fun. I'm not gonna take my art off the wall, but I have Japanese art here. Have you seen it? It's cute. It's from Etsy. I'm gonna move over here so you can see it. So I have this planner. Hold on. Don't take anything. Don't steal anything. So I carry a couple things with me all the time. This is a planner. Oh, I should link it. I will link this under Stampede School Supplies. You can go to my description box, okay? Go to the Amazon storefront. I will link this and another thing I'm gonna show you. This is the only reason why I'm able to stay stable, okay? This is a planner. I used up my other one from last year and it is completely filled. Every single month has been utter chaos. These are all video ideas. These are things of me writing down what I'm gonna do. I wrote down row TikTok. And guess what? I made a TikTok that day, set up a podcast, join a church, learn shooting star. I was busy. I was frustrated around this time. My videos were not doing that well. So then I was focused on, do some sponsorships. So I was doing sponsors, I was doing other stuff to grow, you know, the income back again. It looks like I did 3 sponsors this month. And guess what? I forgot about the podcast. You see how easy it is to just slip away. And then it just gets empty again. So anyway, I'm back to using my planner, writing down goals this month. This goal is to continue some things I left off. So anyway, this week, so I'm checking off things day by day. This is what's gonna help you. Week by week. Stop focusing on what I'm gonna do in my 30s or 40s. Week by week, class. Take life week by week. It is the only way to prevent that anxious feeling of what if? Oh my goodness, am I making the right choices? Oh my gosh, I'm scared. What's gonna happen when I die? Am I doing everything right? Shh. So this is a book I will also link for you. The Simple Abundance Journal of Gratitude. I just got this in the mailbox, so I'm actually curious, haven't seen it. Apparently, this will help me feel grateful for the everyday things while going through the chaotic mind, which is, you know, late 20s. Oh, am I doing everything right? I'm scared. Don't live in fear, live in faith, okay? This starts off by saying, it's the imaginary scenarios that scare us the most. That's because our 3 most precious natural resources, time, creative energy, and emotion, are strip mined daily by technology. We find our souls unprotected as the cornerstones of our spiritual birthright. Faith, optimism, courage, honor, and hope erode and become unwilling victims of the guerrilla war for our attention. This is deep. When there is no imagination or inspiration, ignorance and intimidation rush in to take their place. What did I just tell you? I think it's really interesting how this little awkward relationship I had just kind of fell apart literally as soon as I got here. Something happened where I just looked around me and I said, okay, a lot of people here are happy because they have their families, they have their, routine down, but there's something more I'm supposed to be doing before I do that, right? And I think it's just so weird how this relationship I kind of honestly rushed into all of a sudden fell apart because I started picking up on things, and you just gotta listen to your gut. That's what I'm gonna tell you. By expressing gratitude daily or just weekly, whatever you need to do, you will remember who you are. What did I say in my last video? You're young, hot, and rich, and you can do whatever you want. Remind yourself, even if your bank account doesn't really reflect that yet, lie. Tell yourself, I'm very rich, okay? Don't go out maxing your credit card, buying Gucci and Prada and all that. But I'm saying, do what you need to do, okay? Do what you need to do. So after the little blurb in the front about feeling lost and feeling like life is ahead of you and you're trying to catch up to it constantly, it has a list of 150 often overlooked blessings. Let's see one of them. Maybe I can relate. Delighting in other people's children. Okay, never mind. Ew. So let's go to the next one. looking fabulous at your class reunion. You will not catch me at mine, okay? Hearing the words, I love you. The awareness of innocence. That is me. That is me. You know, you could easily criticize me and say, well, I don't take life seriously enough. I don't know what I want right now. You're right, I don't. Maybe I'm too scatterbrained. However, guess what? I will always have myself in the end. I haven't lost my identity. I have morphed into other, things. Like, for example, when I was in a relationship, I became, I guess, complementary to that person. But I kind of still, when you're in a relationship like that so early on when you're young, you haven't really had the chance to get to know yourself yet. And I still have this childlike innocence. And I think that's just because I haven't allowed life to beat me down yet. I refuse. I will link both of these in my description box again. This should answer all your questions. This is the reason why I'm able to stay mentally stable as someone who is technically lost like the rest of you. But I'm not empty. I am grateful that I acknowledge that I don't know what's going on, because that's a good thing. That means that I'm thinking, I'm questioning, and you should be grateful that you're lost, honestly. Be glad, because that means that you know there's more out there than rotting in bed. Goodbye, class.